Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Dominance to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. And Shalom to the brothers of my concerning truth. Yeah. Just got this article going over you know, the situation you had with these Haitians trying to cross into America, man. It really shows, like, Jake ain't getting no love out here, man. Because, the identity of the so-called Haitians, according to the scriptures, they're the tribe of Levi. They're amongst, the 12 tribes. And that's why it's the curses abound upon them, man. And that's why I'm getting all forms of jacked up, man. Them men had the legendary earthquake back in 2010. And now they got the encore, which doesn't appear to have been on the same scale as yet, because I think that last one they said was like 250,000 people. It was nuts. But you got them trying to scramble to America. Because they're thinking, salvation lies in there or something. But and it's funny as well because it's no longer Trump. It's no longer Trump in what do you call it? In the in the White House. Now you got Biden. He's meant to be. Biden had the what was the quote, man? He said one of the interviews where he said, like, look, if you're not black if you don't vote for me. So he let you know what it was from there. He's just like, look, you guys just do your fucking job, man. Just make sure you support me so you're down with whatever happens, man. And says what? Border Patrol agents are using reins like whips to round up Haitian immigrants. How is that okay? And you get the images there. Man is in the water, just on horseback. Now U.S. Border Patrol agents are on horseback whipping Haitian immigrants. I couldn't believe it, but it's true. And that is just revolting. El Paso Times described the situation like this. As the Haitian tried to climb in onto the U.S. side of the river Sunday afternoon, the agent shouted, "Let's go, get out now, back to Mexico." The agent menacingly swung his reins like a whip, jogging his horse towards the men in the river who were trying to return to an encampment under the international bridge in Del Rio after buying food and water in Ciudad Acuña, Mexico. Is this really America? Is it really happening under a Democratic president who promised humane immigration methods after his Republican predecessor caged migrant children and sealed the U.S.-Mexico border to asylum seekers? Biden is handling Del Rio all wrong. It's just hard to fathom that's happening. What's happening? President Biden has a real problem, and he's handling it in the worst way possible. More than 10,000, mostly Haitians, the number up to 15,000. Some put that number up to 15,000, flocked to Del Rio, Texas, seeking refuge from the total chaos after multiple calamities struck their country. Yeah. So these guys are looking to run because why? Because Haiti got peak, man. Haiti got legendary, man. Haiti got immense. And that's how you know it's the times we're in, man. These so-called calamity. Well, they use the word calamities, man. They're so-called natural disasters. These things have been hitting consistently, and the rate has gone up. The rate has gone up, man. What was it? Hold on. Matthew 24:7. Damn. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, famine, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. These things all coming to pass. Yeah, but now the having a lot of issues with like food, the supply chain, because there's not enough staff. So that's like the amount of food that can be produced is lower. And things that are time sensitive to harvest, they're just gonna rot on the vine, and it's gonna be peak. You're having all of tornadoes and earthquakes, them things on the regular, and wildfires, all these things, referred to as all natural disasters. People saying, it's because global warming. No, it's because the judgment of Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua Hashem HaKadosh is coming down, man. Says over the weekend, the White House began a massive deportation operation, beginning with 3 flights that landed on Sunday at Haiti. So this is what the Biden administration expelling the Haitians under Title 42, a health provision Trump invoked during the C-19 health pandemic. A judge halted its use but gave Biden 2 weeks to appeal, which he has. It's funny because that's how you know. It's when Trump was all on closing up the borders, keep them fucking dirty Mexicans back in Mexico. But then what? Biden was meant to be flipping all that. Biden was meant to be like, okay, yeah, now it's all gonna be all good. We'll be welcoming. We're gonna be, everyone just let them come in. Now he's on the same thing. On the same tip, they're saying, but Trump, he's putting kids in cages. But now you got man just getting lashed up, man. There's more pictures. I'm gonna go to it after. So it says, I guess the White House is using any and all methods necessary to deport as many as fast as possible. But angels on horseback whipping them, round them up like cattle. There was a lot of chatter on social media over whether the agents were using whips or reins, as if that would make it okay. The whole tactic is just horrible. Nobody seeking asylum should be treated like an animal. Trump was wrong to cage migrant children, and now Biden is no better. The president must call off the Border Patrol cowboys. Rounding up the Haitians. Yeah. But the reason why is because, look, man, Jake ain't loved out here, man. Jake is looked at as a problem. Man, actually looking like on the back in slavery, like, what's going on? Fuck, It's funny as well. Actually just on horseback. Ain't even in... You guys are all kinds of fruit. And we looking at the US like that's salvation, man. Hell on earth. What was I thinking? Oh, that's it. No. Ecclesiastes 10:7. I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Yeah, that's really what you're seeing, man. Because like I said, it's those Haitians, that's the tribe of Levi, man. And just like the rest of the tribes, they're all jacked up, man. In that destroyed state, by and large, The majority of them have no clue who the fuck they are. These guys just moving like they're Haitians, like they're blacks or Africans, but they don't know who they are, man. And that's why that destroyed state. That's what the heathen desire to perpetuate, man. You go to Revelation, what's 11, where it says, everyone rejoices after, because they said what these two prophets tormented everyone on earth. Yeah. Israel and Judah, they were were tormenting everyone on earth, man. Because why? Because when Jake's in that righteous state, then everyone else is getting crushed underfoot, man. These guys can't succeed. That's why you have a good example of Balaam and Balak in Numbers. That's why they desire to keep Jake in that dumbed down state, man. That's why it's like, dude, these guys are running to America. If they knew what's ready to go, what's preparing to go down in America, they really wouldn't want to be going there, man. Because they might even start letting these guys through and just say, okay, well, just start getting your shots, and it's all good. And you're gonna have to get a tracking system, an internal tracking system, and just straight shooting the mark in them, man. No jump on it. Jake's simple as hell. I was gonna get Hosea 8:8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall he be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Yeah. Jake is that vessel wherein is no pleasure, man. They're basically just there as a residue, just chilling, just not really desired, not loved. No one's looking to them or wants them there. They're just kind of leftover, man. Esau's really America. They're just really like, yo, we use these guys to build up America. We use guys as slave labor, to put America on top. And that's just like, oh, they're still here, and we gotta fucking deal with them to some extent. But really, these elites are looking, go to Georgia Guidestones, man. These guys ain't looking to have Jake around for too long anyway. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Shalom.